Hello everyone. In the previous session we had seen something called as type conversion and typecasting in C# language. Well, in this session we will understand what do you mean by array. And I know this is basically a very simple topic for you because you had done your programming language courses in another programming language. Uh, um, so this topic is really very basic. This topic is there in the C++ low-level programming language. It also comes in object-oriented programming language, so you all know. But the sole purpose of this video is to make you understand or make you explain the syntax and the structure of array in C# language. So if I talk about array is a vital part of any programming language. They are collections of variables which we call them elements, and you can see over here these are the elements inside the box. So I take 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. What are the value you're passing inside this box? They are known as elements. These are the index taken from starts with 0, so this is my first index. It ends with 9, so this complete box, this complete thing is having an array length. So I have array length of 10. Minus 9 is going to be our indexes. Okay, cumulatively you call them indices, but individually you call them index. Okay, so this is basically the sole idea of the indexing. Let's say how to declare the array inside C# language. So I have integer array type. So this is integer, the square brackets, and the variable name, my array. Okay, now when I do this, this is basically I just declare an array without any values. So how it looks like in actual. So I have this. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's say I have stack and heap over here. So this my array is going to be declared over here. So initially it is there with stack. Okay, because it is static right now. So this my array going to be over here, my array, and the heap, it is not yet referenced. Okay, so if I make an array, make an arrow over here, this arrow is not yet defined. So this is not yet referenced. It is still in the stack only. So there is no memory allocated for this my array. Okay, it is just declared. We haven't any value assigned for this my array. Okay, now to give some values inside this my array, I'll take integer my array equals to new integer, and then I'll just put the size of my array. Let's say if I take the size of 3. Now you can put 3 values inside this my array. Now this uh, this arrow is being referenced, and I can make the array size of 0 1, okay, and 2. This is now okay, so 0 1 and 2. I can put 3 values inside my my array. So now this is being referenced, and the memory is allocated and the memory is assigned in the heap. Okay, now I can do something like if I want to put my values inside this my array, I can do with the help of my array and take the index of 0. I give the value 1. In a very similar way, I'll take my array and I put the index 1. I'll give the value as 4. Yeah, I'll take my array index of 2 and I give value 6. So these are my 3 values for my array, array length of 3. This is how you can do. Another way to do this is you can actually put your values over here directly, like 1, then 2, then 3, something like this. Okay, so 0 1 and 2, no problem. Okay, so this is how you declare. This is integer data type. In a very similar way, you can take string array type. So string my array, and then in the curly brackets you can take your string, so abc, and then next is bdn or anything you want to put. This is how the string data type works. So in this stack and heap, what exactly is going to happen? Let's say my array is basically days. So now these days are, let's say these days are Monday, Tuesday, and then comma Wednesday, and so on. Okay, so let's say I have this. So my instead of my array now, the stack is having days, and then in the heap, I got something like this. I'm sorry. Yeah, drawing is so bad. Okay, so I have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 7 days. Okay, so this consists of this is Monday, this is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and one more is Sunday. Basically they have 6, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Okay, so this is how it has been referenced from stack to heap. Okay, I hope you understand the string uh, uh, initialization of an array. Okay, next is what we're gonna do is we'll take how basically we can use our array inside a looping system. So let's say if I have the array of integer array, my array equals to new int of size 3, and now I can use for loop over here, and instead of length I'll use my array dot length. Okay, and then I'll take my array, take I. So a every index is going to be stored in my array. Okay, so it's just nothing, I'm just passing the indexes over here. Now I just need to print this. It's console.writeLine or write, and then I just pass this my array and the index. Easy. I can actually print this. So this is 0, 1, 2. I've taken write, that's why it is not viewing properly. So I have this. Now you can see 3 index 0, 1, 2, no problem. If I increase the size, let's say 10, then it will show the values from 0 to 9. See, 0 to 9. Okay, this is easy for uh, array declaration and for loop, while loop, or anywhere else in the looping system. Let's say I have another requirement where you want to print the array from the users. Okay, uh, let's say you take the array size from user and you are taking the values too from the users. How can I exactly do is, let's say I have a console.writeLine or write, and I'll ask the user to put or enter the size. Please enter the array size, and then I'll use integer array equals to new integer. Yeah, what exactly I need, one kind of listener I need to listen the size, this array size. So I'll use console.readLine, which will read my array size, but this read line needs a string. But you can see the array size is going to be integer, so I need to do some typecasting over here from string to integer. So I can use, first of all, let's say if I have integer a, and then I'll use int dot pass that we had seen in our previous videos. Okay, this is working fine. Okay, so this read line is going to be, if let's say array size is of 3, so console.readLine will listen this and it will save this 3 to my integer a. Okay, now I need to just pass this integer a to my array. So I'll use int and then my array, new int, and I'll just pass this a over here, no problem. So if I have an array size of 3 going to be stored over here, and this 3 is going to be stored in my array. Easy. Okay, now let's say I need to enter the value or enter the elements of this array size. So I can use for loop over here, that is having length my array dot length, and then inside that I'll just print a message console dot write that please enter your elements, please enter your array elements. Okay, so now I need to print this, or basically I need one listener to listen the values. So again I'll use console.readline. The same problem happens over here. I don't have uh, this is a string data type, and I need a casting over here too. So what exactly I'm gonna do, I'll take my array, and then I'll use the index I, and I make int dot pass again. Okay, now let's say let's do this from the beginning. So if I have array size of 3, going to be stored in integer a from this listener, and this 3 is going to be stored inside my array. Okay, easy. now I have array size of 3. Now I need 3 values for that, so I'll take for loop of a length 3. Okay, it's going to be stored from here. My array going to be stored over here. Okay, now I'll ask the user that please enter your array elements. uh, I need a listener, so I have a console.readline. So he will put the values 0, 1 and 2. So this loop will uh, move from 0, 1 and 2, and it will print the values over here 0, 1 and 2. Okay, but it is just take the values from the user, it will not print. So I need one another for loop to show that to show those values. So I'll take for loop that is going to be start from j equals to 0, and I'll take my array dot length. Okay, now I'll use console dot write, and I will use your array elements are, and I will print that here here my array pass the j. Done. This will work completely fine, I guess. Let's see. Okay, if I run this, you can see print enter the please enter the array size. So if I have the array of 4, so array element 1 it's 1, then array element 2 it's 2, 3, and let's say 7. It's going to be print 1 2 3 7 here. 1 2 3 7. Sorry about this, press any key, continue. But so these are your array elements that you had printed 1 2 3 7, no problem. Okay, so this is all about the array declaration and how we can print and then take the values and the array size from the user. Thank you so much for listening to me.